So to access some psychology databases from the University of Alabama library page, we'll click on Databases, and from there we can select a specific subject to narrow by, go down to Psychology, and there are 13 databases that the University of Alabama has. We'll start with Psychiatry Online, which is one of the recommended databases by UA. You have to log in with your information in order to access these resources. Psychiatry Online has a few journals it subscribes to and a few books as well, the main one of which is DSM, which is a very big resource for students of psychology and psychiatry as well as practitioners. So we'll look at the DSM, show you that a little bit. There are different sections in this book. You can find information about a lot of disorders inside this book. I'm going to look for the narcissistic personality disorder. Let's click on this section and see if it's in it. I don't see it listed, so let's search for it in the search bar instead. We'll just search for narcissism. And here are our search results, and on the left we can narrow by the publication. We'll select the DSM library. There's still a few results, 10 results. This looks like the right one, personality disorders. This takes us to the right section of the DSM. And from there we can find that section on the narcissistic personality disorder. As you can see, there's a lot of information available on this subject. And then it goes on to the next disorder. So this is read kind of like a chapter. Those are all the books available. And here are some journals. Let's look at what one of the journals looks like. This is the American Journal of Psychiatry. There are a couple articles mentioned, some highlighted articles. And here are all the issues of the American Journal of Psychiatry that Psychiatry Online has. As you can see, it goes back quite a ways. Let's look at the oldest issue, 1844, the very first issue. We can see what articles that it has available from that issue. Going back to the advanced search for Psychiatry Online, let's look for a specific topic. And here are the results for PTSD. And this is a book chapter. So you can see there's full text available. You can also just view an excerpt and see the references. Quite a few. You can also toggle from the previous chapter to the next chapter in this book. Another neat feature is you can then email this to yourself or to a friend. Let's look at another resource. PsycInfo is another major resource for this subject. This is powered by EBSCO through the University of Alabama. Let's look for siblings, just to start us off. Here are all the search parameters you can narrow by. I'm not going to narrow it too much. Let's just make sure that our results are in English. All right. So as you can see, we have quite a few results. I'm going to add another term to our search to narrow it a little further and get a little more specific. So you can see that brought our search results down quite a bit. Still a lot of results though. And here's some of the available articles on this subject. Let's pick one. It says linked full text. That takes us to Science Direct, which we will actually be looking at in a moment. But we can download the PDF. Opens in a new tab. And a neat feature is after you've downloaded it, it'll show you similar articles you can download as well. So let's look at Science Direct. You can just Google this one because it is available for free to some extent. I'll show you a little bit more about what I mean in a moment. But on the front page, on the main page, you can scroll down and narrow by topic, or you could just search all of them. Some of the popular articles are listed for the social sciences and humanities here. Let's click on psychology, since that is our subject we're looking at. You can see on the left it has the check box marked for social sciences and humanities. Those are the other subjects within that you could select, but psychology is the only one selected. There's also life sciences, and health sciences, and physical sciences, and engineering as well. You can narrow your results. Well, these are the publications available on this subject. You can narrow these a few different ways and filter them, but let's try searching. Okay, this is the advanced search. So you can see there's quite a few ways that you can narrow, but it also suggests some search tips, which can be handy. Such as when you're doing an acronym to put spaces between each of the letters in the acronym that you are searching for. So let's search for siblings again, see what this resource has available on the subject. And we'll scroll down to make sure we select psychology. So here are some available articles. And as you can see, they all say you can purchase the PDF. So I'm going to go to the Auburn University, which is another university I am affiliated with, because they have access to Science Direct, so we can have a little more access to some articles for free that way. To log in, of course. And real quick, we'll just conduct the same search, just from the home page this time. And let's pick an article. And it opens the PDF in another tab again. Let's go back to the original Science Direct tab we had open, the one we just Googled and didn't link to through Auburn University. Let's look at purchasing the PDF. So this is what your shopping cart would look like. And let me show you some other resources. Medline Plus is a free resource on a variety of health topics. You can look at mental health and behavior for some psychology topics and other related topics. And another free resource is PubMed, which has a lot of information on it. So that was a few resources available on the subject of psychology. Hopefully this tutorial has been beneficial and helpful for you, and good luck in your studies.